This is the bathroom. So watch out. We got some bad roaches here.
Hey, you're on our turf, man. And man, I tell you what's so bad.
Welcome to the What Bugs Me podcast, the homeowner's guide to pest control. Here we will cut through the fog to get to the truth, dispelling old wives' tales and myths, all to help you get a bug-free home. My name is Aaron, and I have over 20 years in the pest control industry, so I should know what I'm talking about, but I'm always up for learning more. So, you want to know what bugs me?
Granddaddy Longlegs are the most poisonous spiders, but their fangs are too short to bite humans. Bullshnikey! For starters, snakes, spiders, and wasps, they're not poisonous. They're venomous. If you eat a spider, you're probably going to be just fine. That is poison. When you eat something, when you consume or touch something, poison ivy, poison oak, not venomous ivy. Venomous means that they have glands that produce venom or inject it into your fangs with a stinger or whatever. There are even animals that have venom for insects that are harmless to humans. Only when a venom is toxic is it a safety issue. The next problem with old wives' tales is that what most of you call Granddaddy Longlegs spider, for starters, isn't even a spider. Okay, it's an arachnid, but more on that later. Now, there are colloquial names for many bugs that are regional and incorrect, like people call a roach a water bug. Nope, that's a roach in your kitchen, and the first step is to admit you have a problem. Stop calling it a water bug. This is a water bug, and it ain't going to be in your kitchen, okay? Granddaddy Longlegs, at least what most call them here in East Tennessee, are actually opalones. Probably not saying that right, but doesn't really matter, okay? These have one body segment. Spiders have two. 8 legs and 8 legs, which is why people think they're spiders, okay? And 2 eyes. They got 2 eyes. If you've been paying attention to my other videos, you know that identifying a spider is often done by the number of eyes and the configuration of those eyes. These opilones, whatever you want to call it, do not produce silk because they are not silk-producing spiders. They aren't even insects. They're arachnids. But not all arachnids are spiders. Scorpions, ticks, and mites, those are arachnids. The point here is arachnid does not equal spider or insect. On a side note, a lobster is not an arachnid. As I've heard many times, that's a crustacean. It's a whole nother old wives' tale section. I'll let somebody else deal with that. Anyway, opilones not only don't have venom, they don't even have fangs or even sharp, scary teeth. They eat decomposing matter. Spiders, on the other hand, eat bugs, insects, arachnids. Let's not make this more confusing than I already have. They eat bugs and have fangs and venom and sticky webs to subdue their prey. I don't think an opilone needs to worry about rotting vegetables running away from them. Okay, so the other claim is that they have the most deadly venom on the planet but can't bite humans. How do we even know this? You would have to milk them of their venom, which they don't even have, and then inject that into a human to know this. Even without the entomological knowledge, the claim doesn't make logical sense. There is no scientific information that backs up this myth. You know what they can do, though, is they can regenerate legs if they lose one in a fight, but that is disputed depending on your source that you look up. They're also social, hang out in large groups, which spiders generally do not do. They can play dead and secrete odors to repel unwanted advances, so that's pretty cool. So they aren't poisonous or venomous. They aren't even spiders. They don't have fangs, and they aren't dangerous to humans. Yes, you want to know what bugs me? Old wives' tales. but I love to debunk them.
Welcome back to Venom's the Chamber!
You're killing me, Smalls!
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
Yes, for certain. There is no stopping them. The end will soon be here. And I, for one, welcome.
They don't even have somebody shooting outside. Good night.